Hey guys, Brockshield here. This time starting off the video showing one of our guildies from Valhalla, Volfar, having a grand old time kiting Teramis the Devourer through Stormwind. I've actually not seen too many examples of this in person, so I figured I'd spend some time following him around and having a nice time just relaxing, enjoying some of the simplicity in World of Warcraft. Definitely one of the reasons I joined the role-playing server was because it's nice just to kick back in an inn or just have a good time with friends where it's not all about let's complete a dungeon, let's complete a raid, let's get gear, let's get rep, and just enjoy the beautiful world that Blizzard created so long ago for what it is, which is the World of Warcraft. So here we are with Teramis continuing to be kited through, and at some point soon I'm gonna head out and leave Volfar to his shenanigans. And he was getting a lot of grief in the trade chat, and everyone in the guild was just having a good laugh, and everyone in trade was like, don't heal him, let him go, and it was just a really funny time. So I wanted to show this one because people are definitely giving him a lot of grief for being able to do this. So more power to you, Wolfer. I hope you had a good time. Following this, we're gonna head over to GDKP, where you see I'm multi-boxing here with Danarius and Brockshield. The Choker of Enlightenment drops, and you see the bids are going up, and I'm determined to get this piece of gear for Danarius because I really want him to get more gear, as he's gonna need to gear up significantly in order for us to challenge Emperor and Princess with any level of real success. A lot of you by now have seen the news that Blizzard has banned the multi-boxing, quote-unquote, and no worries for what I'm doing here, because what they've actually banned is this single input software that allows someone, for example, to run 10 people through Karazhan on one button, does everything differently for each different tune. And I've never used single input software in my life. This is just straight alt-tabbing, and nothing different than someone running 20 characters on a server for the purposes of whatever they want those characters for. So in my case, I have 30 characters on the Bloodsail Buccaneer server. Each of them fulfills a different purpose, and the only level 60s I have are here. So following Danarius picking up the Choker of Enlightenment for 225G, as you saw, Striker's Mark comes up, and this is just an excellent item for warriors and rogues in particular, is what they mention in the raid, as I really don't know much about the rogue class at the highest level. So we're looking at 200 here for my Roguematic with 225. I like that name. 250 from Roguematic. There it is. Phineas says Bis through Nax for Rogue, so that's definitely going to be a nice pickup for any rogue. 300 for Mai. 300 going once. 300 going twice. And it looks like it's going to go to Mai unless somebody steps up here. There it is, 325 from Roguematic. Roguematic with 325 going once. Oh, there it is. 350 from Mai going once. Going twice. And sold to you, Mai. Congratulations. 350 for your Striker's Mark. Quite a nice pickup. Next, the Ring of Spell Power drops again. This is the third time I've seen the ring in all the weeks running Molten Core, so not exactly the most common item. This time I'm bidding on Danarius because it's just such a big upgrade for him versus Brockshield, and can't trade the BOP rings Brockshield has, of course, to Danarius, so no reason not to deck out my Druid. Doesn't matter if Brockshield wants the item, it's for the greater good. So for the team, right? Alright, so if you see here, 175 with Danarius, and I'm kind of wondering how high this is going to go, because in the past it's gone for 1300 and 1200, and I've only seen it 3 times now, so 225 from me, and I'm starting to wonder just how little I'll have to pay for this, because I'm not seeing any other competition. And Cause, the mage who's bidding against me, is a level 57, who unfortunately, as you'll read later, is saving up for their epic mount. And so this really removes all the competition from me getting my first Ring of Spell Power on either of my 60s. And as a result, it's definitely a big moment for Danarius here, because it'll be very useful for the druid, not just for the healing, but also when he uses Hurricane in higher level dungeons I may farm for fun, like Blackrock Depths. And so we'll see, because I'm just not seeing enough competition to back off the instant races on the price, because I mean, at some point, you've seen in my previous runs, both times it's dropped, I do stop bidding. I mean, I'm not going to spend 1200 gold on an item that, it's a lot of gold, so no matter how much you have, 1000 gold in Classic is a ton of gold. I can imagine just dropping 5000 gold on an item casually in BC, right? It's a ton, so, gotta think before you, cement that last bid, of course. So 275 for me, cause passes, thank you. Going once, going twice, and here you see the trade from Aladir. Thank you, Ala. Getting that Ring of Spell Power from Aladir, and I appreciate that Odin Force, so thank you so much there for that Ring of Spell Power. And here we go, another chance to pick up another big ticket item, the Wild Growth Spalders drop. So my budget on this for Danarius is also huge, because pretty much just don't want to spend like 1000 gold, because I got this one on Brockshield. He still uses it now in healing for like 200-300 gold, and it's like, I think it's BIS maybe all the way through Classic. I'm not sure if there's something in next Randos or AQ that's better, but all the way through. I mean, Wild Growth Spalders are some of the best you can get just by virtue of their stats, and of course the huge plus healing you get when you can wear them as any class other than Priest. So yeah, 250 is a pretty low price still, but as you can see, this is really starting to pick up, as Aqua is definitely interested. So 425 for me, it's starting to pick up quite a bit. So on Aqua is jumping it up a lot, so I'm yeah, you can see each of the bids is getting serious, so I jump it up as well. I'm thinking at 700 I'll still buy it, 900 I'll still buy it. And you remember the rule, I just did not want to spend 1000, so going once, going twice, and grats to you, Aqua, on your Wild Growth Spalders. You'll be using them for a long time. A great pickup. I want to show you my gear here. Circlet of Healing, a Choker of Enlightenment, Living Shoulders. That's a nice BOE. Thank you to Sabotage for that. Appreciate that, sir. And following that, we've got Hide of the Wild. Thank you, Kursant, for that. Dreamweave Chest needs to be replaced quickly. Cenarian Bracers, that's fine for now. Glowing Brightwood Staff should be replaced also, but with plus 55, its base stats were good enough. Idol of the Moon, just a generic idol. Ankh of Life needs to be replaced also, not very good. Roll Seal of Eldritch Thalas, solid enough for now. Just went to Dire Maul to get that. Following that, you'll see up top, gonna have Maiden Circle, nice BOE pickup. Ring of Spell Power, of course, so glad to pick that up. Got my Cenarian Boots as well, so it's nice to have a 3-piece. The Ghoul Skin Leggings were a really great pickup from Skolaman, so I was very fortunate to see them drop. Sash of Mercy, nice BOE buy, and Cenarian Gloves. And the reason I share all of this now is because I went back to face the Big Bad Emperor again, thinking with these upgrades, we might face a different result, and let's see how it goes. Because I'm definitely stronger, and the number one area in which I see this is I see this in my lower level heals that go on Brockshield are actually doing some noticeable healing. So they don't cost much mana, but you can see the heal uptick is noticeable enough. The only problem, of course, is that Emperor is a beast, like an absolute tank, and Princess by herself doesn't do enough damage to bring me down, but there it is. That Berserk Blitz that Emperor has when he just destroys me with fire damage just hurts a lot. And in here I use Rebirth incorrectly. There was no reason to toss that spell out, and I should have accepted and just ran away and wondered if they would have aggroed. But I had doubts about it because I knew that if I accepted, I thought I would for some reason spawn where my corpse was. And so I accepted thinking I could accept and run. Unfortunately, it brought me up where it does, the resers actually res you, right? Typical, and I died again. So a painful run back, but try number 2, so I really do want to figure out the formula behind this, right? So Definitely time to give it another shot. Hopefully this time goes a little better. I did get blitzed out there, but that can happen on any run, so I gotta find some sort of way to get through. Yeah, when he enrages like this, it really is, it's pretty tough. Doesn't matter what class you are, hence why most people do these runs with 5 people. So it's going better. You know, just trying to win the mana race with Princess pretty much, because I know that there's no way for these two classes to interrupt her healing. I don't know, if I was a warrior, that's one thing, but I also wouldn't have a lot of the, you know, versatility in order to even get here in the first place, such as Divine Shield, you know, ability to AoE all the mobs down in the Lyceum, ability to heal myself, lay on hands, a lot of paladin cheat codes that make this combination probably the most versatile in the game, given that both classes can truly play any role on the 5-man level. And you can see here I'm definitely running out of mana, running out of health. I do have a lot of consumes. You'll see I start using a lot of them on Danarius. I have a Dark Rune, Lay of Lilies, major mana potion. So go ahead and use the potion there, and it does bring my health up my mana, excuse me, up quite a bit. And that lets me bring the fight on longer, but I'm noticing Princess's mana is still not spent. I use my Dark Rune next. Her mana is still really solid, and I'm starting to have doubts about how this run is going. Her mana is nearly spent, but so is Danarius' resources, and Brockshield's mana is also nearly spent. So it's really not looking great. I've been thinking, you know, from the way I've been struggling here, if maybe like a different town spec for literally just Emperons alone is what I might have to do, because I'm talking about on Brockshield, because you can see Danarius doesn't have elite gear, but he should be able to carry this, I thought. But his mana is spent, so Goblin Sapper, you know, drink a potion, heal myself a bit, and hope that Danarius can regen his mana enough that things should be okay. But it's really just not, and you know, unfortunately, as a result of that, you see here I'm able to redraw aggro, but my resources are just nearly expent. And that is concerning, because Princess is almost down, but there it is, the killing blow from Emperor. And at this point, I don't know why I'm running. I should just, you know, take it like a man, and I do. So with that, I want to say light be with you all. Take care, and thanks again.